Hi everyone, it's Alia or Cake Legend, and in today's video we're going to be decorating this really cute buttercream daisy cake. It's so easy and simple to make, and you can customize it to any color that you'd like. So to start off, I have my buttercream here, which I dyed blue, and I'm going to be using this to ice my cake. As I say in all of my tutorials, I like to ice my cakes without doing the crumb coat because it saves me a lot of time, and I actually have a separate video posted on how you can do this with American buttercream and Italian meringue buttercream. So if you're wanting to watch that video, you can just find it in the top right hand corner. Or you can just do a crumb coat and ice it as you normally would, whatever is more comfortable with you. And as you can see, I had quite a few air bubbles in my buttercream, so I heated up my bench scraper using hot water to get rid of most of them. There's still a couple in there, but I'm fine with it because I can cover them up with the decoration in the next step. I put the cake in the freezer to chill while I mixed up my next two colors of buttercream. I did pink and purple, but you can do whatever you want. Then I took the cake out of the freezer, and now that the buttercream is firm, I can use the small offset to spread this buttercream across it in just like these little smudges. This design is like more abstract. We call it watercolor at work. And you just kind of like layer the colors on top of each other, smooth them out however you'd like. It's just like a really thin layer on top of the blue base. And remember that you're not limited to just two colors. You can do as many colors as you'd like. And you can just keep layering them on the cake until you're happy with how it looks. I started with my pink and then went in with some purple, and then I came back with the pink afterwards just to add a couple more touches on top of the purple. This is also when I went in to cover up some of those larger air bubbles that were in my blue buttercream. Even if there's some air bubbles that I missed though, I can always cover them up with the daisies we're gonna make in the next step. To make the little daisies, we're gonna need white buttercream, yellow buttercream, and one of these round tips. We're gonna start with the white buttercream and just pipe these little dollops that all end in the center. You basically squeeze and stop squeezing as you pull inwards towards the center of your flower. And you can do some with 5 petals. I did some with 4 just to mix it up a little bit, and place them wherever you want on the cake. As you're creating these petals, you also want to make sure you're not squeezing too hard, otherwise they're going to be bigger than you expect. When I do this, I do it very fast, I feel. I just kind of do a little short but firm squeeze and start pulling into the center immediately as soon as the buttercream starts coming out. I would say it's pretty similar to piping a border around the base of your cake, except each dollop is ending at the same point. But the pressure and the squeezing, it's basically the same as that. These also come out pretty big. I'm doing this on an 8-inch cake, and I didn't want to do too many so it didn't feel crowded. If you're planning on replicating this design on a smaller cake, like a 4-inch, I would just use a smaller tip. And once we're done all the white petals, we're gonna come in with the yellow buttercream using the same tip. And as you can see, I'm just squeezing and moving in a circular motion to create the little centers of the daisies. If you've ever piped macarons, I think you would know at the end you typically do the little circular flick swish type thing. That's kind of what this is, except smaller because you're only piping a little tiny center. And if I see any like air bubbles or it doesn't end nicely, I'll just use the tip to kind of fix it. As you can see, I've done it multiple times now. And that's basically all there is to it. They're not very difficult to do, but you can always practice on parchment paper until you're ready to do it on your cake. Now I'm going to pipe a border going around the top and bottom of my cake. I'm just using a small star tip and white buttercream, but again, you can do a round tip if you wanted. You can do a different color buttercream, and it's not even a special border, it's just a regular shell border. But like I always say in all of my tutorials, do whatever you want because it's your cake and you can make it however you want. Now that the borders are finished, I'm just going to add some fun little pastel sprinkles that I felt matched the colors. In that clip, you just saw these little pastel colored ones and the white pearls. I also did these larger pink pearls, but I forgot to film them. And then as a final touch, I added a bit of a gold splatter around the sides and top around the daisies. And then the cake was finished. So cute, so simple, and so easy to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you try and make this cake for yourself. If you do, be sure to tag me on Instagram. The social media will be in the description box. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!